supposed to be talking. Coach did.
Sure.
Right.
Coach, 54-51, RRAC tournament final win. A little bit different of a score than I think the rest of the season, but we'll start with your opening statement here.
Yeah, general thoughts. First of all, this time of year you get across the line. That's all that matters. And I think big picture for our team, just some of the things we've been battling through, even just internally. This is a really sweet win, even though, probably pretty ugly for a final. But I also think when you see a team that many times in a year and you're that familiar, it's bound to be kind of gridlock. And but I do think, it comes down to who can do enough at this time of year, and that's what I think we got done.
You get two trophies sitting up there, one for the regular season, one for the postseason. How does that feel after both?
I just, we talked about before this game, we talked about what each one of our players' why this championship would be important to them. And I think more than anything, I'm just really happy that for each of them, their reasoning, whether that be their family getting to see it, whether it be the first time they got to cut down a net, I'm just very, very happy for them. And I think ultimately, again, it's a reward for a lot of hard work, a lot of hours in the gym. I mean, this team's been relentless about getting in the gym extra, those types of things. So, it pays off in these big moments, especially when it's a 3-game back-to-back tournament like this, and you have to really dig deep that last day. Yeah, I mean, the one thing that's clearly been a strength for us this year has been adaptability. I mean, just any given night. I sat in here last night and said the same thing, that, each night someone steps up. Tonight, Erynn down the stretch, just in her defensive energy, you can't always stat that, but there's a reason why she's the defensive player of the year in this league. Just elite energy, and having her back in, changes a little bit of the rotation again. Like you said, I mean, our post probably not finishing the way we're typically used to. It just means that you have to have something else in the cupboard, man. If that jar's empty, you got to go to another one, right, and open it up, see what's coming. And that's what our team has done all year long. I mean, we've had 12 different starting lineups this year. We've had a rotating group for different reasons, but we've continued to win. I mean, that's 22 in a row. With different people stepping up at different times. So I think the adaptability piece is what tells the story, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think the first thing I was seeing, I was trying to, really meditate on the ball going through the rim. That would have been number one. I think all of us knew it was like, all right, guys, seriously, let's go. Okay. And you almost have to laugh it off a little bit just because it was such an awkward initial start offensively. Honestly, for both teams. I mean, we're both very skilled teams with great shooters, great scorers, balance on the floor. But, you almost have to shake it off and just go, hey, we came in here, we're up by this amount. Wouldn't we take this times 2? Yeah, probably, So I think we just kind of backed off and said, you can't overthink the past. You got to think about the future. We knew the lid was going to come off at some point for both teams, and it did right away. They came out and hit a couple shots immediately. And, so I don't think we overthink that stuff. I think we focused on the details of our defense and making sure that they didn't get easy open opportunities to kind of get that scoring rolling on their end. And then offensively, it was about, okay, we're going to dig in a little bit and kind of get a little bit creative with our lineups, with rotations, just to kind of break it up. It's one of those things where we trust the players we have on the floor. but at times you also have to just change it up, do something different, find a way. And I think that's ultimately what we did, switching Paula to the 4, putting a couple different guard lineups in. I think really kind of just shook loose kind of the rust that we had. And it still wasn't pretty, but, big shots, fell at the right times.
It's tough already to play 3 games in 3 days. Your feet start to say you get a little bit tired. From what I've heard, you were a bit under the weather.
Yes.
So can you walk me through the last couple of days?
Well, the last couple of days haven't been pretty. Yesterday, me and Coach spoke about it, but I was puking. I was, throwing up, coughing. Wasn't feeling the best, but got some meds in me, and I feel 10 times better. Came out there today. Still not 100%, but I gave it all I had. So I put it all on the line, and we got the win, so that's all that matters.
Defensive Player of the Year, regular season champion, tournament champion. What does it feel like to collect all that hard?
It feels great. I mean, this is what we worked for all year. Coach has drilled into us, like, these are our goals, and we finally got it done. So, like he said, it wasn't pretty, but we were able to come in and get the win.
Obviously, the season's not quite done yet. What are you looking forward to? What's the expectation moving forward?
We're going to nationals. We're going to get there and take it a game at a time, You win or go home, so one game at a time, 0-0. Just kind of trying to keep us together and making sure everybody's on the same mission and make sure everybody's on the same page. We've had a lot of ups and downs with this team this year, but kind of just being the glue and just making sure that if you need somebody to talk to, you have me, stuff like that, relaying stuff to the coaches and just doing whatever I can to make sure that this team stays together so we can get these goals that we set out. Yeah. Well, I'm just very confident in who I am, and I know my teammates and my coaches trusted me. So I went out there and just did what I knew that I could do. So I mean that's pretty much that. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.